Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 19 of the Celtic FC Career Mode. Today we are in the month of December and we have 6 games to get into, so let's see who we are playing. Alright, so first up we have Kilmarnock. Then we have the last Champions League game, which really does not matter at all to us, against Club Brugge. Then we have a game versus Hearts. Then we have a game versus St. Mirren. Game versus Hamilton. And then a game versus Livingston. We will probably only play 2 games in this episode. We'll probably play the Champions League game, and then we'll probably play St. Mirren since they are in 6th place. All the other teams are below 6th place, so there's really no point in playing them. And for player of the month for November, we have Utsen Edouard, who had 4 goals in Champions League in 2 games. In the last episode, one was versus Man City. I think he had the hat trick versus Man City, and then the 1 goal versus Dortmund, which was the big goal because I think that was the only goal we scored in that game. But he is going to be the player of the month. And coming into the first game of the episode, we are at home versus Kilmarnock. We have a 9-point lead over Hibs, 10-point lead over Rangers. So it really doesn't matter if we win. I would like to win to keep this win streak going. We do pick up a 4-1 victory. I was about to say 4-0 victory. 2 for Johnston, 2 for Lingard. Lingard's 9th goal of the 9 goals on the season now. Almost at the 10 mark. Alright, so coming into the Club Brugge game, we are away. We are in Belgium for this game. I'm making one change to the lineup, and Chan's going to play for Chrissy in this game. And Chan's starting to cry about some playing time, so we will get him some playing time. This will also be a highlight game. There's really no point in me even playing this game. We've already through. We are 4 points clear with the last game remaining. So this is going to be a highlight game to speed up the episode. Let's get into this game.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping
and
for.
we are in Belgium, Club Brugge versus Celtic. Let's get into these highlights now. And coming at the very start of the game, Edouard gets the ball, driving deep, passes it to Lingard, who fires into the back of net. Mignolet cannot do anything about that. And Celtic grabbed the first goal in the early stages of the game. Lingard will score another goal for Celtic. And that's a way to start the game as Celtic are up 1-0. And Lingard gets to celebrate. And Brugge do get a chance in the 34th as they play a little tiki-taka on me. Hans Buchan fires into the back of the net. Ties the game 1-1. That is one hell of a way to equalize the game here in the last Champions League. And VMS, being all 6'8", could not get to it. I don't know how he couldn't get to it, but he just misses it. And that's a rocket. You cannot be mad at that goal at all. And coming down into the 75th, Christie passes it down to Utsen Edouard, who fires into the back of net for his 5th Champions League goal in 3 games. And this man is starting to heat up. The league does not want him to heat up at a certain time, and that will give us the 2-1 victory over Club Brugge and puts us on 16 points in the group, and we finish top of the group. Player of the game goes to Utsen Edouard, who has a goal and scores a goal, so player of the match. And getting into the next game, we are at home at Celtic Park versus Hearts. This will be another highlight video. I think all the gameplay in this will be highlight videos. So we're just going to focus. We're mainly going to focus on Champions League now, like I said in the last episode. It's probably a majority of them are going to be highlight videos, and the Champions League is just going to be gameplay and Rangers gameplay. But we are making a couple changes to the team. Morris is coming in for Johnstone. Vulcanit's coming in for Julian, and Bachmann is coming in to see if he cannot keep a clean sheet somewhere down the line. Yeah, let's get into the highlights. And we are home at Celtic Park versus Hearts. Let's get into these highlights. And in the 12th minute, Utsen Edouard passes down to Greg Taylor, who will take his shot. Blocked by the keeper, but into the path of James Forrest, who will put it into the back of the net. And I guess you cannot get any luckier than that. James Forrest sits just there to collect it up. Puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 to Celtic. Not much else happens, but we have Jordan Morris passing the ball down to Bayou, who passes it to Jordan Larson. That is the tongue twisting of a names. Little sweat goal for Jordan Larson, who will score his 6th goal of the season. Kind of crazy. He's already scored 6 goals on the season. And that's the final score, 2-0 to Celtic. And man of the match goes to James Forrest at an 8.5. He had the rebound goal that pretty much did seal the game anyway, since Hearts did not score at all anyway. Bogman did keep the clean sheet that we wanted, but James Forrest is your man of the match. And getting into this away game versus St. Mirren will be the last played game of the episode. We're making 2 changes, and Chan's coming in for McGregor. Ellison is coming in for James Forrest. They both need some break, so we're going to give them some break, and Ellison and Chan need some playing time. So that'll be the only changes. Let's get into these highlights. And we are here at St. Mirren Park to play St. Mirren in the snow. Let's get into these highlights. And here in the 5th minute, we have a chance. Ellison on the ball. Shot by Jesse Lingard is way off, but who else than Osen Edouard gets at the end of it for his 8th goal of the season. First goal of the game in the 5th minute, a Celtic lead 1-0. And then coming into the 25th minute, we have a little bit of good ball movement here, and Jesse Lingard buries it in the back of the net to make it 2-0 to Celtic. And that'll be Jesse Lingard's 10th goal on the season. What a beautiful finish that was, as he slots it past the keeper just inside the post for his 10th goal of the season. Then in the second half, in the 79th minute, Oliver Chan with fancy footwork gets the ball into open area, has a shot. Too close for the keeper to do anything about. That is his 10th goal on the season. And he actually has some help this year, so he doesn't have to score all the goals. And the goals are getting evenly distributed around the team, which I kind of like that. And Hudson Edouard gets to celebrate once again. And in the 90th minute, right before the referee blows whistle, Jordan Larson gets a chance to shine and score his 7th goal of the season, and he does. Beautiful pass from Tom Rogic. Great pullback. Gets to the penalty spot, has his shot. Scores 7. And we win 4-0. And man of the match goes to Osen Edouard, as he had the 2 goals in this game to bring his tally up to 9 on the season. Only 1 behind Jesse Lingard, so this goal scoring race is heating up. But Osen Edouard is your man of the match. And coming into the next game versus Hamilton, as they are in 10th place in the league, will definitely be a sim game. We are away, so you never know how the result's going to go in sims. So hopefully we do pick up the victory. And we do 3-1 Forrest, Lingard, and Edouard score. So Lingard now has 11. Edouard has 10. So we have 2 players above in the double digits in goals. Yes, and coming into the last game of the episode, another sim game against 12th place Livingston. Hopefully, we definitely don't lose this game. Hopefully, we're running out the reserves, as some of these players wanted to get some playing time. So let's run them out there, see what they can do. Hopefully, they can pick up the victory. And it is a 4-0 victory. And Chan more scores 2, and Larson adds an 8th to his goal scoring tally. I think those are Jordan Morse's 1st and 2nd goal of the season, if I'm not mistaken. But we do pick up the 4-1 victory. All right, since the episode is winding down, let's have a look at the table. We are sitting at the top on 55 points, 18-1-0, have not lost a game yet. Rangers are 10 points behind us on 45. Aberdeen are on 43. Hibs are on 38. Motherwell 27. St. Mirren 26. Hearts 22. St. Johnston 21. Kilmarnock 19. Ross County 13. Hamilton 12. And the lowly Livingston on 6. And there's only 2 players up for the player of December selection. Jesse Lingard will be the one, adding 3 goals in the Scottish Prem. And only 2 real players are in for player of the month. Jesse Lingard, who had a phenomenal month of December. He added 3 Scottish Prem goals and 1 Champions League goal. And he had about 2 assists, I think, also. So he is one of the players. And Osen Edouard, who finally breaks the 10 goal in the Scottish Prem and adds another Champions League goal to have 5 in 3 games. This man has started to turn it up. And the second player is Osen Edouard, who added another goal in the Champions League. That makes it 5 in 3 games for Champions League. And he added a handful of goals in the Scottish Prem. So the 2 players it comes down to are Jesse Lingard and Osen Edouard for the selection for December Player of the Month. But anyway, that will be it for today's episode. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for all the support. And I'll see y'all again later. Y'all have a good one.